What's going on, everybody? It's Endless One Up. I hope you're doing well. What's on deck today? Well, today I got my Jsaux. Hear that bad boy. Listen to the wind blow. This thing's a beast. So I'm going to talk about this real quick before we get into the game. I have it on here because I'm going to play Cyberpunk. This is going to be a revisit of Cyberpunk, actually. I want to check it out docked. I want to use this fan. I want to get the temperatures. I noticed that if I have this fan attached from the start of the launch of the game, I save about 8 degrees Celsius in temperature. Save meaning that it's about 8 degrees cooler. That was a weird way to say that, but I'll admit that. And we're going to dock it up, and I'm going to leave this attached to it. And then we're going to show what it looks like and the temperatures are after I remove it from it as well. So we'll check out both things and see how Cyberpunk plays. Okay, we're at the launcher here. Let's go ahead and bring the telemetry up and make sure that we have visual on the actual temperatures. You can't do the temperatures if you do the top bar, I noticed. So we're going to do this way. So we're at, we had our baseline before we launched the game there. And now we're launching into the game and instantly jumped up to like 50, 60. Alright, so I hit restore to defaults. I'm just going to apply it. So this is the defaults they give you for a Steam Deck. It's on the Steam Deck here. It's having FSR on auto right now. Let's go check the settings on the Steam Deck. Make sure nothing's turned on here. Advanced view. Alright. Frame limit off. And then it's not turned on globally. Okay, so we're in the settings, and this is what I'm setting mine to try to get the best frame rate. We're going to do ultra performance. I'm going to do 0.1 for sharpening, and then I'm going to turn off my lens flare, turn off depth of field, turn off motion blur, and then everything else I'm going to leave as is. So we'll just go to apply, and then just to confirm, we're going to check the video settings. We are on 1280 by 720. We can go to full screen maybe and get a different resolution. No, see? Real funny story. I had somebody comment on my videos like, the Steam Deck's the resolution's 800p. I'm like, yeah. Like, have you watched any of my videos? And they're also like, Red Faction Gorilla was not on the PlayStation 2, it was on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like, so, dude, you're gone from my channel. Like, talking about nonsense. And everything you even said was wrong. You could just go Google all that crap. Like, what? Well, the resolution thing isn't wrong. He's actually right. It is 800p, but you can watch any of my other videos, and I mentioned that. But a lot of games don't have 800p as a resolution you can pick because they didn't program into the app. So you usually have to go with 720p, which is fine. But whatever. And it's also a resolution that people understand. But that guy will never see this video because he said a bunch of dumb crap. Oh. Alright, we have maximum FPS. We're going to turn that off. So there we go. And we're going to hit apply. Jump back out. Alright, so now we're in the game. We went from getting like 15 frames per second to getting 42 frames per second. So that's pretty good. You can see the temperature is still sitting around in the 60s, like mid to low 60s. So we're gonna, now that we have a better frame rate, it might not look that great, but let's see if we can get at least around 30 frames per second with making it look a little better. So we're gonna come into here, we're gonna go over to graphics. I'm gonna come over, instead of changing anything on the ultra performance side, we're just gonna make the image sharper. Let's just go the whole ways up to the max real quick. And then we're gonna hit apply and see what that does in the game for us. It actually did make it look a little bit better, but I still see some we lost a lot of frames per second there. Are you kidding me? How are you gonna take freaking 20 frames per freaking second? Oh my gosh, look how bad that looks. It's so poopy. It's so poopy. I don't like it. All right, so let's go to ultra performance. We're gonna go to performance. We're gonna turn this back down. We're gonna just middle of the road. Well, let's get a. I should properly get a good measuring stick under ultra performance because this should give us the most frames per second. So we'll try 0.5 under ultra performance real quick and just see what it does. All right, so we're still around the 40 frames per second, which is pretty cool. I'll take it. Okay, so now let's go from ultra to, what should we do? Just the next one, performance, or should we just go on the other end? Let's just go to quality and see the two opposite ends of the spectrum. Sometimes it's just better instead of testing each one. Unless we find this one works pretty well, we can step it back and maybe up the frame rate. You know, we're just gonna take baby steps. As what about Bob says? This looks way better. And we're getting poopy frame rate though. So let's see if we can do a middle of the road there. So let's go to the settings. Let's go from quality to balanced and just see how that goes. All right. There's a big drastic change from that quality to balanced. So let's do the balance. This seems pretty good. I can play the game like this. It's not obnoxious. So this will be our testing. We're going to now check out this fan and see how we can get it up to. We're going to go find a person that maybe we can go shoot or something. Am I in a racetrack? What is the city? I've never seen a city with no cars in it. That's the other thing, is the city density might be turned way down. So let's check that. Settings, gameplay, crowd density. Let's turn that up to high. Vehicle camera, we'll leave that. I just turned up the crowd density. That's all. So now that the crowd density is, ooh, feel like a stunt driver there. All right, here's some. Oh, that's. Did I already get these guys at one point? There's a bunch of. Oh, look at this. What do we got here? We got some goodies. Oh, let's. Give me all the goodies. I don't need any of those things. What do we have? Oh, what's that? There's an orange one. What's that? What's that? What do you got over here? Give me the good stuff. Oh, did we get a copper vest? That's cool. I think I was on fire over there. All right, so we're still around mid to low 60. Let's see my inventory. I just want to see, what did I get? What did you get there? Oh, and maybe it's under the upper body. So I just got that. Oh, a little police uniform. Look at that. That's fancy. Nice. Let's wear it. I don't want to wear that. That's poopy. It actually isn't poopy. It's actually not that bad. I don't remember what I had on. Something like this or this. I usually just dress my character for looks. I don't really care about the armor. This game, one thing you learn after you play it for a while, they don't really have that much of a change. That might have been, oh, a replica of Johnny's samurai jacket. See, that looks cool. Well, let's try that one. What's that one? No. What else we got? We're still in... Oh, we're above 65 now. I got a nice dress. We got some trench coat. This is like a dressed coat. Yeah, we don't want that. That looks silly. I don't know. This police thing's pretty cool. I'm kind of glad I stopped there. I guess I should save the game, huh? I don't know why I'm saving the game, because I've played this game like a billion times. Okie dokie. My Porsche is a bit rough, huh? It's okay. We gotta get out of here. Here come the coppers. Oh, that's just a drone. They can't even send the Popo after me? They just send a drone? That's lame. Lame. Whee! No! Ah! Oh my gosh. This is my stop. Run up the hill here. Look at this big dam. Whee! So it's about 66 degrees. Let me go ahead. And we've been around. We're around 23 frames per second. We're in the balanced mode. Let's go and see what it looks like if we change that under graphics, go to balanced to performance. So we went from ultra performance to quality, which was both opposite ends of the spectrum. And then we just tried the two middle roads, what's balance and performance. So this should look a little crappier maybe, but maybe we'll get a frame bump, which we did. We're in the 40s almost. I think it's going to settle back down to the 30s in a second, but can I have this car? Or is there somebody in here? Thank you. How can you see out of that windshield? I was like, geez, oh man. It's not healthy. Woo! This car is wild. What's up here? All these abandoned cars. Oh man. Learn to drive. What am I stuck on? Oh my gosh. We're hung up on the couch. That's awesome. Mr. Couch. Mr. Couch! What other weapon do I have? Oh, I got that. I got... what weapons do I have? Oh, I got my fists. I got a sniper rifle. Should we equip the sniper rifle? That's a big boy. Wow, that's a big old kaboomers. Holy guacamole, Batman. This is where all the poop comes out. It's not the poop dam. Woo. Oh, I want to jump up on the poop dam. Come on, damn you. Come on, there we go. Up we go. I don't think we can climb up anymore, right? That would be cool if we could. Spider-Man. Oh, what was that we just threw out there? Oops, I hope I didn't blow you up. Kaboomers! Woo! So we're getting like 67. Let's see, do we have any targets? Oh, there's a bad guy. Oh, this is way better than mouse and keyboard than using a controller. Woo! We're in combat now. They're coming to get me. They're like, I don't know if we should go get them. Oh, that was like a little tiny little... Whee! This is gonna hurt. Ouch. Alright, so you can see... Let's bring me up to full screen. You can see what's going on here. I'm gonna unplug the Steam Deck from the dock. There we go. Gonna zoom on in. You can hear the fan going. The air coming out of here is not that warm, where if you don't have this on here, it's like, it's deathly hot all the time. Like you can cook eggs on that crap sometimes. Okay, so we're in the game. You can see the temperature up here is 67 degrees and 65 degrees. So I'm going to unhook this. We're going to turn it off here. So I'm going to turn it down. A little click when it comes off, and then it just slides up off of it. So I have the case on, and it attaches to the case. Don't mind my Band-Aid. You can slide your watch on there, which I think is weird. But the fan is awesome. The watch, not so much. But that's just my opinion. This kickstand, though, is awesome. Like, man, it's like diesel. Anyways. So, oh my goodness gracious. Look, the temperature jumped up. We're not even doing anything in the game yet. We just took that fan off. It's up to the 70s now. I'm gonna just... So, just holding it in handheld mode now. Wow. Alright, let's dock it back up and watch the temperature rise here. Alright, so we're back in the game now, and I have it docked back up. The little fan's now off of it. So let's go ahead and get back to it, right? Let's call up our car here. Oh, we got all kinds of fun cars. I want my motorcycle. Come on, self-driving motorcycle. Get your butt over here. Oh, you're just going to park over there? You little butt. Get on the bicycle. Alright, we're on the bike. Brum, 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 brum. Here we go. Meep, meep. Oh, we didn't quite. Oh, yeah, let's go. That didn't work. It's not a freaking skateboard, man. Woo! Yes, it is. That was awesome. All right, that was fun. All right, we're getting about 30 frames per second. The temperature has increased by 10 degrees Celsius from taking that fan off of there. So, yeah, that Jsaux fan is awesome. Like, that is rad as heck, man. That's a 10 degrees difference. Holy crap. That's insane. It kind of makes me never want to take it off, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. So there's our little revisit for Cyberpunk. We're getting about 30 frames per second. Doesn't look that bad. You saw we can get 40 frames per second, but the graphics look kind of bad, in my opinion. I would rather just play it at 30 frames per second and have it look a little bit better. So there you go. I'm not going to change different resolutions and stuff like that. You can plug this into your TV. I already did it to my OLED LG TV, and it plays just about the same. It automatically turns on FSR for you and does pretty much whatever it needs to do to make it run at a proper speed. This game, with them doing the additions of FSR 2, and then they did a little bit of, there's FSR 2.1 with the sharpening that says in the settings here. So yeah, they're, you know, just trying to stay on the cutting edge of adding all the abilities to get the most frame rate you can out of this game. This game is pretty intense. I know a lot of people bashed it and stuff, but I loved it. I always played it on a decent PC. Realistically, it should have never came out on last gen consoles without a lot of tweaking. But yeah, so we're up to 78 degrees now. So we're almost 15 degrees more. Or no, my math is horrible. We're about 13 degrees more right now. Sorry about that. We're about 13 degrees more than we were with that blower. Now, if we go to 80 degrees Celsius, then that might be a different story because, like, think about it. I want to get in this vehicle. Thank you. Well, that was a pretty choppy frame rate right there. We're like at 15 frames per second. It does not like this right now. There's too many people So if I turn down the crowd density again, we will get a bit of a frame bump. So we go down into the settings, go to the gameplay, and just turn on crowd density back to low. Do I need to apply that? No. Okay. So we should get at least a couple frames per second now. Even if I went back through that area, we were like at 16. Let's see. Come on. This truck should be able to move that van out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Oh, I'm in a basketball court? Oh man, I'm sorry guys. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, you're gonna kill me. Don't kill me. I have so much to live for. My chickens. I have chickens at home. Come on. My chickens. I gotta get out of here. They're gonna get me. Oh no, there's more of them. Oh no, there's a whole neighborhood. It's because I ran over their children in the basketball court. I don't really blame them. Like, geez, oh man, that's kind of messed up. I probably should not include this in the video because YouTube will be like, no, this is not for children. Which you're pretty right. I wouldn't say this is for kids anyways. But, I mean, there's worse stuff out there on the news. For sure. But, yeah. I might skip that. Alright, well, we're getting a bunch of mixed in last thing I'm going to do, we're just going to go back down to auto, and I'm going to turn this down to like 0.25, and then we're going to see what it does when it's on auto, because let's see how smart it is to try to give me the best frame rate. It does look pretty decent, and we're already sitting at 30 versus that 16 to 18 we were just seeing, which was really bad. But now we're doing a little bit better. So auto seems to do a decent job. Good on you guys over there at CD Projekt Red. Whee! Well, there you go. We're almost at 80 degrees Celsius. I'll tell you this though. I'm gonna unplug this real quick. Bring me up full screen. If I take the fan now and insert it onto the device and turn it on, it doesn't cool that down very quickly. Like, so now that the fan's back on it and stuff, the air's a lot warmer than it was before. So let's go ahead and plug it back in and dock it back up. And we're going to play it for a few more minutes and see if it cools down at all. I think it will take quite a while to cool it down because it's supposed to be sucking that air out of there and blowing it out. And in my other video, I talk about a vapor chamber. That's just my terminology. I don't know if that's what it is. It's just sucking the air in, and since the air's cooler and it's away from the Steam Deck, it's going to cool down that air as it passes through there because the way it's spinning. But anyway, so let's go ahead and bring me back up to the mini-me. Mini-me. All right. So now we're still at 74, 72. What I might do is just drive this for a few seconds around the city, and then we'll just come back to me. And again, the fan's still going to be running. It's still going to be attached. But I think once it heats up to a certain point, it's a lot harder to get that coolness back to the CPU. We're never going to see it drop back down to 64 now that I've taken that cooler off of there. We'd have to like essentially let the unit cool down completely and then attach the fan again and then start the game back up. And that's because it's sucking that hot air away from it. But if the hot air has already saturated that area, it's going to be a lot harder for it to suck it away. I mean, we are slowly getting lower now. We're at 72. I mean, heck, we were almost at 80 at that one point. So the fact that it is going down shows that the fan works pretty good. But like I said, I don't think we'll ever be back down to 65. But we'll give it a few minutes. Like, I'm not going to make you watch me play it for 10 minutes. But I'm going to probably play it, drive around the city for about 10 minutes. And then we'll see if it's cooled down at all, or if it's still getting warm, or if it's still sitting around 72. Alright, I just jumped out of the car. I'm going to grab a different vehicle. Figured some of these vehicles look pretty neat. Which one? I like the red one here. It's a big boy. Woo! Oh, we can't bust through that little gate? You gotta be kidding me. Come on, we can't. This big old SUV and you can't bust through that little gate? Lame. I guess we're gonna just drive over here. Sorry, everybody. So the temperature keeps going down. I mean, we were at 77 at one point. But like I said, again, I don't think we're ever going to see it go back down to 65 now that we've already saturated the device with that warmer temperature. Oh my gosh, I'm not very good at driving this vehicle, am I? There's our little vehicle we had before. We left behind. So it is getting slightly cooler, but it's not really. It's fluctuating between 70 and 73, both GPU and CPU. So I feel like if we were going to see, I mean, we went from like 77, 78 to 71 with putting the device back on. So it does make it cooler. But again, if you leave it on, the device stays a lot cooler. Like if you have the cooling fan on from the start, you're going to see a lot better results per this. I mean, this is proof is in the pudding, as they say. So, well, thanks a lot. Let's bring me back up full screen here. I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you going on this journey with me and the little revisits of Cyberpunk. You can see we can get anywhere from about 45 frames per second. I am using the default resolution that the game provides, which is 720p. The Steam Deck's native So, again, most games, if they can give you different resolutions, they will. Some games don't, so I'm going to unplug the Steam Deck from the dock and bring it back up real quick. So as soon as I unplug that, though, we're sitting in this pause menu. The temperature's gone up a little bit. You can still hear the fan. So now that I've like paused it and I've undocked it, the temperature's gone up a little bit. Now it's about 75 degrees. You can still hear the fan. Like, it doesn't, but let's hear what the Steam Deck sounds like without it real quick. So the Steam Deck is definitely quieter sounding, obviously. There's not a big turbine blowing air. But as soon as I unplug that, we're back up to 79 degrees. Here, I'll show you real quick. So you can see, we're just in the pause menu now. We're not even actually playing the game. And we're back up to, oh, it went to 73. That's interesting. So it gets warmer when I pause it? Oh, you know why? Look at the frame rate jumping really high here versus when we're in the game. So we should cap the frame rate in the menus per that result. So peace out, everybody. Have a great one. Thanks for watching. Think about liking and subscribing, and I appreciate you. Bye.